This is Bruce Boudreau, and it's time for Clay's Canucks commentary live. Let's go with Clay right now.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am Canuck Clay Emo, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take for Sunday night, July the 9th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. I am in a very good mood. I hope you are as well. The reason why I'm in a good mood is Gail and I celebrated our 23rd wedding anniversary yesterday. Yes, we are still together. She has not left me yet, even though I've certainly given her ample opportunities to do so. And I'll quickly talk about that. I won't spend too much time talking about that because we've got a lot to get to. But right off the bat, I want to welcome all of you on this Sunday night. So, moderators, do what you need to do. That's what I was trying to say. Members, that's legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members. Thanks for your support as always. And everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, Lower Mainland, province, country, continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. I know that you know. No, you know that I know. Someone knows that you can be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you are here, I always appreciate you. I never take you for granted. So as we get going, subscribe so you can get active in the chat section. Like the video. There's 40 of you in here already. Thank you. This is our early start, even though I actually started earlier last week as an experiment for summer. It went well, actually. Talk about that a little bit more a little bit later. Little bit. So yes, you can subscribe, like the video. You can leave a donation like I saw legendary Lucas Gates did as soon as I hit the live button. So let's recognize that right away. Like this. It says, hey all, let's leave the BS at the door at its utterly nothing burger. Got an idea. All Super Chat proceeds will be used towards getting Carol a custom Canucks jersey. Like, sub, member, and more. Okay, so Lucas, A, thank you for the donation. B, thank you for your support. Let me decide what we do and how we're going to do something for Carol that way to get her a jersey. I think it's a great idea. But as spontaneous as I am, generally prefer not. I know you're not saying let's do it tonight, but we'll find a way to do that sometime throughout the summer or before the season starts, and we'll actually maybe do a proactive, concerted effort to do it. Love the idea. I'm just not saying that I'm going to commit to it like right now on July the 9th, although I think it's a great idea. But we will find a way to do it. Most importantly, Lucas, thank you for the donation. So you can subscribe. Like the video, you can leave a donation like Lucas just did now that the donation train is out of the station. Also on cue, you can gift a membership. And I can't highlight it on my screen, but I can definitely still play the goal horn, also made by Lucas. So let's do that. Thank you to Adam Lee for gifting a membership equivalent to a $5 donation. And it goes to Brian. Brian back on franchise membership. So thank you, Adam. Let's give some love to Adam. And once again, welcome to franchise membership, Brian. Thank you for your support, as always. So right on cue, you can leave a donation like Lucas did. You can gift a membership like Adam did. And if you're a member, you can become a member, Legend, Hall of Fame, or franchise, or you can upgrade your membership as well. You can, if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Also want to mention, yesterday was Fangirl's birthday, and I'll just say it right now. In about half an hour, I'm going to give Fangirl a call, like I like to do for my Legend and Hall of Fame members, if I can, depending on if the stream works out. So yes, we're one day late because Fangirl's birthday is the same as mine and Girl's anniversary, and I told Fangirl I would love to get her on the stream for 5 minutes tonight, and she agreed. So I'll be giving Fangirl a call in about half an hour. And let's give her some love. She uses her 26-month membership message to say, happy anniversary, Clay and Gail. Oh, that sounded a little bit rough. But yes, we give some love to Fangirl for her birthday. And thank you for your support. And yes, Jason, we were at a wedding at Holy Rosary Cathedral downtown yesterday. So here we go. This is what we're going to do real quick. I'm going to quickly talk about my weekend because it's the weekend. And you guys don't wait for me. You guys can talk to each other, ask each other questions, answer each other's questions. But I won't get to your questions, comments for about 10 minutes. I'm going to quickly talk about the Ian Cole, Luc Bourdon jersey debacle. I'm going to quickly talk about Nils Hoglander's new contract, how I see him fitting in. Then I will get to you for about 15 minutes. We probably won't do Ask Me Anything today because I want to go me, then you, then Calling Fangirl, and then our games because it's indeed Sunday. So that is the order that we are going to do things. So Friday night, because Gail and I knew we'd be busy on Saturday, our actual anniversary. Friday night, we went to Kobe Steakhouse downtown, my favorite Japanese restaurant, and it was really cool. We were seated with 8 other people. Yeah, it was table 10, so 8 other people that we didn't know, but it was great. We had a really good time. Another couple was celebrating their 3rd anniversary. Then there's the other 2 couples, and then this really cool guy named Cam who sat next to me, who claims he recognizes me from my walks in Steveston. I'm not sure if he's just saying that. Regardless, he bought the table shots. He bought everyone shots except for me because I told him don't waste your money on me. I wouldn't drink it, but Gail and everyone else enjoyed a shot as well. So it was a really, really good time. Really, really good night. So that was Friday night. Kobe Steakhouse, downtown, celebrating our 23rd wedding anniversary. Before I tell you what we did yesterday for our actual anniversary, I want to recognize the legend herself, Carol Bovenlander. She gifts a membership. Thank you, Carol, for your wonderful, wonderful generosity, as always. And this one goes to Rosario, who I think is still in Italy, and I think he's on the stream. Yes, he is. So cool things here. We got Rosario checking in from Italy, and by doing so, gets gifted a membership by Carol and her amazing generosity, as always. So thank you, Carol, and welcome once again, Rosario. We also have, as I saw, all my chat just disappeared there, Adam using his 4-month membership message. And Adam is calling Fangirl the Queen. I cannot disagree. And then we got Ryan Ross, new member, and he's giving more memberships away every single day. So Ryan gifts a membership. Thank you, Ryan. And that one goes to Jaskaran Kumo back in there. Jaskaran doesn't need a membership to comment, but now he does. Now he's even more legit. So awesome. You guys are so good. So we got people donating, we got people gifting memberships, we got people using their membership messages. So all really good stuff. Jaskaran says, Clay, are you doing something on Wednesday? Why, I'm working. Why? What do you want me to do? Is it your birthday or something? Jaskaran, let me know why you're asking me. And anyways, I have a feeling this is going to go a bit long tonight. So thank you, everyone. Saturday, Gail and I attended a wedding, yes, downtown, to our good friends Brandon and Elena. So we celebrate our 23rd wedding anniversary, and they are just starting out in their journey. And then we went to the reception. Sean, Jake, and Kayla were all there, all dancing. Gail danced a little bit, and I just sat there and drank Coke all night. They didn't have Pepsi, but I did drink Coke all night. Jaskaran, can you do a stream because it's on my birthday? Generally, I don't do streams based on people's birthday, but Jaskaran, just because you asked nicely, I'm just going to check my schedule, actually, because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But I think that Wednesday, I should be able to make that work. Michael, weird. My aunt and uncle went to a wedding as well. Well, there are a few other there. I know there are a couple weddings, at least of my friends. They might have gone to Justin and Sonali's. I was at Brandon and Elena's. Lucas, another donation. Give some love to Lucas. Ian Cole didn't deserve the jersey number issue. Not him or the management's fault. Fans overreacted. Case closed. I know someone in the chat may not agree with me. That's fine. No one has to agree with anyone. No one has to agree with me. I agree with most of what you're saying. I do think the Canucks do have a part to play in this, and I'll get to that in a second, but always appreciate you sharing your opinion, Lucas. It's very, very welcome here. Always, always, always. Let me quickly, so then that was yesterday at a wedding, and then today, took it easy, studied in the morning, recorded a couple of vlogs, one about Nils Hoglander, one membership AMA, and then went to church. and then came home, had some nice quality time with Gail, ate some dinner. Sunday night, our 3 kids are at church. Actually, Kayla was at a K-pop concert downtown tonight. She's home. She just got home right now. She's upstairs. She's got a girlfriend over, sleeping over, and then I'm here doing the stream. We'll finish, get some steps in, and probably hit the sack. So a really, really good week and a really great weekend. And thank you for all your greetings on here, on social. If you have my number, some of you messaged me as well. So yes, Gail and I, 23 years of happiness. Okay. Let me give my opinion on this Ian Cole, Luc Bourdon thing. Everyone knows the story by now. The Canucks released numbers, number 7 for Carson Soucy, number 53 for Teddy Bluger, number 28 for Ian Cole. Basically, a number he's worn since he was 12 years old. And he wore it for 6 of the 7 teams prior to coming to Vancouver. In fact, interesting, both Ian Cole and Carson Soucy wore 28 last season. Ian Cole's the veteran, so usually he gets dibs, and then all fine. And then a lot of people, a lot of fans, a lot of podcasters, vloggers, writers, media, and fans got really upset. And they got really upset because they say, oh, that's a disrespect to Luc Bourdon, who wore both number 4 and number 28. Luc Bourdon was a very promising defenseman. We drafted him in 2007, 10th overall, first round, 10th overall selection. Big, mobile, left shot defenseman, tragically killed in his home province of New Brunswick when his motorcycle that he was riding collided with a big truck. So he passed away tragically in May 2008, and he'd only played a few, 30 games for the Vancouver Canucks. But I guess the issue is, or one of the issues was, no one had worn number 28 since Bourdon's passing in 2008. And people have worn number 38. Pavel Dimitra passed away. He was a former Canuck who passed away. People have worn number 38 since. But people were really sensitive about this Luc Bourdon one. Really quickly, as I keep going. Thank you, Carol. Happy anniversary to Clay and Gail. Glad you're here. Had a wonderful day. All the best to both of you. God bless. Thank you, Carol. Appreciate the donation. Legendary Carol Bovenlander. Appreciate your support. As always, let's give some Carol some love in the chat. So there's a lot of backlash. I've vlogged about this. I didn't really agree with the backlash. I certainly didn't think it was Ian Cole's fault. Fans certainly have the right to express their opinion. I did have a feeling that for me, there was a sense of a bit of piling on in that a couple, popular vloggers or podcasters or writers expressed their opinion. I won't say their name here, but and then I think, I just think it becomes not a peer pressure thing, but it gains momentum because a couple people with influence said it, and then a lot of people are like, yeah, I agree with that person, da da da. So it became a story on its own on Friday. And then yesterday, Ian Cole put out a statement, or the Canucks did, a statement from Ian Cole basically saying, this is a number I've worn all my life, but after I heard of some of the feedback, and he basically said he was aware of Luc Bourdon, but he was not aware that Luc Bourdon used to wear number 28. So out of respect for Luc Bourdon and to honor his legacy, I am going to switch the digits. So instead of wearing 28, I am going to wear number 82. Thank you, Carol, for yet another donation. Happy anniversary. I'm glad you had a wonderful day. God bless to you and Gail. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your generosity. As always, give Carol some love in the chat. So then I recorded a vlog about the reaction, and so the fans that were against the fans that were against it, if that makes sense. So the fans that were against the fans that were against it, there's like, woke culture, cancel culture, which I don't think that's fair to go to. That's not the best way to put it when you're talking about someone's death. That's not woke culture. That's people being sensitive. But I think a lot of fans that didn't think it was a big deal were upset that these other fans got their way. I think the most important thing is Ian Cole is a man of a lot of respect. We should give him some respect. He's very classy. And for him to do, in his eyes, the right move, good on him. And I think he's going to be a very popular player for years to come. So that's the Ian Cole side. There's no fault being attributed to Ian Cole because he addressed it. Some would say he didn't even have to address it, but he did. So good on him. Do I blame the fans? Well, the fans are always going to be ready to jump on anything that this team does. And you guys know that I'm a staunch supporter of the team, but I will say that I think the team has to wear some of this a little bit because If there are people in the organization that knew that Luc Bourdon wore number 28, whether it's the communication staff, PR staff, marketing, someone has to know that before they put out the video and the tweets about Ian Cole's going to wear number 28, someone has to know that, hey, Luc Bourdon wore that number. No one else has worn it in 15 years. Maybe before we go to press with this, we should have a talk with Ian Cole and just make sure that he still wants to do this. Because if they do that and Ian Cole chooses to wear number 28 still, then that's on him. And even if that's the case, I know a lot of people would get mad at him. I wouldn't. He's a veteran. It's sad that Bourdon passed, but that was 15 years ago. And so even if Ian Cole knew about Bourdon's story and chose to wear number 28, I would actually still be okay with it. I really would. I'm not just saying that. But obviously, Ian Cole probably wouldn't have kept the number. He would have changed it because, look, he found out, and the day he found out, he made a statement and he changed it. So I do think the onus is on the Vancouver Canucks organization, whether it's management, whether it's PR, communications. Someone has to know that fact, and someone has to clear that and make sure that all those boxes are checked before it goes out to the public. Because just imagine if Ian Cole, instead, the first thing we saw was Ian Cole's going to wear number 82. And then in an interview, or they do a feature where he talks about how he loved to wear number 28, but then he wanted to honor Luc Bourdon's legacy. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And then it makes Ian Cole look even better than where he is, than he already looks right now. So I see a couple of other donations. I got Lucas. I haven't been reading the comments because I was too busy talking, but we'll give some love to Lucas. Says, have a great night, Clay. Thank you, Lucas. I'm not sure if you have to go or you didn't like what I said or you simply have to go. I wasn't sure, but regardless, thank you for the donation, Lucas. Not just for this one, but for the two earlier. Appreciate you, as always. And for Burned as well. I don't know what currency this is or how much this is, but whatever it is, thank you for that as well. So thanks to Lucas and Byrne for those donations. Just gonna scroll up real quick, just see what's going on in the chat. Okay, there's a lot of people talking. Cool. Okay, good. No, I see a lot of discussion, which is absolutely fine with me. So that's where I come out on it. I think Ian Cole's fine, and he comes out looking really good. Fans, I don't agree with a lot of the fans that were pushing for it, but they certainly have a right to push their opinion and advocate for their opinion. That's fine too. I do think that the Canucks, I think someone in the organization should have been made Ian Cole aware, and if they just paused for those few hours or that one day to make sure that all their boxes were ticked or checked, then I think it would have saved them a bit of a PR nightmare. I'm not suggesting that the PR nightmare was justified, but I am saying that the Canucks probably made it a little bit harder than they needed to. So that's my opinion on that. Really quickly, Nils Hoglander, 2-year contract, 1.1 million average AAV. And I won't go through my whole vlog from today, but the Canucks are generally really good about these type of contracts. Virtanen got a 1.2 for 2 years. Thatcher Demko got a 1.05 for 2 years. There's other guys like Besser and Hughes and Horvat that they went... no, Besser actually got 3 years as well, but he got way more. Then there's guys like Horvat and Hughes that got longer term contracts for their second contract. But with Nils Hoglander, had a good rookie season, kind of disappointing second and third season, needs to improve, is going to fight for a spot. He basically isn't waiver eligible anymore. So as soon as the Canucks bring him up from Abbotsford, whether it's the start of the season or halfway through the season, you can't send him back to Abbotsford without him having to clear waivers. My guess is he goes on waivers and another team is going to take him. So that's the tricky part, is once Nils Hoglander makes this team, he's got to stay on the team. So the Canucks got to make sure that he's ready to go, and he's going to have a lot of competition. I talked about this in my vlog. If you take away Pettersson, Miller, Bluger, and Amon as your 4 centers right now, you have, I think, 11 wingers fighting for 8 spots. Mikheyev, Kuzmenko, Garland, Beauvillier, Besser, Pearson, Joshua, Stadnicka, Hoglander, Podkolzin. So at least a 10. You can add Sheldon Dries in there, 11 and others. So going to be a very competitive training camp, and that's good. We need that to happen before the season starts, because the more compared to the training camp, the more exciting and the fiercer the competition, and the better our team is going to be. So quick, when I get to your questions, I love your thoughts on the jersey thing. I love your thoughts on Hoglander's contract. Won't spend much more time on either because I vlogged about both of those extensively over the weekend. Make sure you check out those vlogs, videos, if you haven't seen them already. Let me do my Mitchell sponsor read. Then, because there's 80 of you in here, which is awesome, I'm going to ask, I can go questions only. I can't read every single comment, but I will go questions only. But don't type your question, or you can type your question, but don't send it just yet, because I will kind of start it off in a minute or so. So shout out to my primary sponsor, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform Personal Training Weight Loss. You can check out their services at ptforum.com. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art, maker of this fine artwork. Thank you to Monkey Nine Brewing, my eternal sponsor. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the discount code, use the URL, tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks of your next Vessi purchase. Also, a mid-show reminder to you to subscribe, to like the video, to become a member, to upgrade your membership, to gift a membership, like many of you have done already, or to simply leave a donation and keep that donation train going. If you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. And eventually I'm going to change a couple of those pictures, because I got some pretty nice pictures. I think it was from one of the donations I gave. So there's an autographed picture of the Sedins, which is cool. Sedins and Luongo, all three. So all three Hall of Famers, Daniel, Henrik, and Roberto. So I'm going to put that up eventually. And then also a signed Kevin Bieksa picture as well. So I will put those into some of the frames sometime this week. Let's get now to Canucks and hockey questions only. And just for the sake of time and volume, which is great, not audible volume, but how many people are in here, I'm going to go questions only for sure. If Bieksa was in his prime right now, what would he be worth contract? Oh, that's a good question. He's not worth Quinn Hughes money, but do you think maybe if Bieksa is in his prime, is he like that second tier player? Is he he's got to make Tyler Myers money, right? So is he like a $5 million player? Is Kevin Bieksa maybe a $5 million player? Maybe that's what it is. What do you think Hoglander gets in the lineup? I believe he needs top 6 minutes to perform. He's not a bottom six style player. Yeah, good question, Ryan. I think he's going to have to be a third line player. I could see a third line of Hoglander, Pearson, and Bluger, for instance, or Hoglander and Garland and Bluger. He's not a fourth line player, but I don't think he cracks the top six. But I hear what you're saying. Did I see a Leafs fan on Cap Friendly propose Matthew Nyes and a third round pick for Elias Pettersson? No, I did not see that, and I'm not doing that. Thank you, SK. After I got to 10,000 pretty quick in the new year, because people helped me get there in March, and then my channel just completely stopped growing. In fact, it started to shrink a little bit. It never got below 10,000, but now I'm close to 10,100, which is great. And so I think hopefully it'll stay afloat during the summer, and then I'll grow a little bit, certainly as the season starts. Would I play Bluger on the fourth line center, move him on back to wing, and trade Garland for a true 3C? And McDeasy, I got excited when we got Teddy Bluger, and then as I hear more people talk, I think we could still do better. So yeah, I'd be open to whether, not so worried about Nils Hoglander, I'd be open to an upgrade on the third line center still as well. For Hoglander, if he does make the opening night roster, what should he ideal line mates? I think right now he's not going to unseat Mikheyev, Kuzmenko, Besser, or Beauvillier. So I think he's a third liner, and he's playing with Pearson or Garland with Bluger, the way we are set up right now. Gary, I do think we're going to make a wild card spot. I do think Hoglander is going to have a bounce back. I really do. Would Quinn get more money if we had to sign him? He would, Jaskrin. Cap notwithstanding, he just got some Norris Trophy votes, and he had an amazing season. I think we did well to get him for what we got him back then. What is Garland's role next year? If he's on this team, he's got to score. He's got to continue to play good 5-on-5. But I see him as a second or third line winger. Do I think Cole will sign for another year? Good question. Carol, let's figure that out at the end of this season. He might be sick of Canucks fans and media already. No, I would love for him, but let's see how he does. He is 34 years old, so I think he's only going to get 1 or 2 year contracts, although Shen got 3 years, but I think he's going to only get 1 or 2 year contracts going forward. And maybe he doesn't want to be here after the season, depending on how well or how not well the season goes. So let's see. But I do think that the Canucks are done tinkering with their blue line. Unless they move Tyler Myers, that'll give them a bit of money. But I also think they're comfortable with the guys they have right now. No, Edmund, I did not talk about Alex DeBrincat going to Detroit. I don't even know what the return was for. But no, I do know DeBrincat, from Ottawa to Detroit. Do I think Ratu has a chance of being 3C next season and Blue playing 4C? I would love that. I would love the competition, but I think Ratu's still 1 year away. But I think he'll have a fair chance out of training camp. I don't think Pearson is an impact player, Jaskrin, but he's a low maintenance player, and he's the type of player that coaches love because they'll do whatever you ask them to do, and they won't complain about it, for sure. What's more likely, Canucks commit to rebuild or the sinks in Rogers Arena are fixed? Well, the Canucks aren't going to rebuild, so let's hope and pray for the sinks. Top 5 players on the Canucks in no order. My favorite players right now are Pettersson, Hughes, Demko. I think Hronit's going to be one of my favorite players. And Besser. Non-Canuck players. Well, Horvat was my favorite player when he was here, so I guess he's still one of my favorite players, even though I want us to pummel him. I do like McKinnon. I like Makar. I like Stamkos. So there's at least 4. I do like Hollaback too. Yeah, Rome, I'm with you. 5 million. Kind of meeting you, yes. How do you think the Canucks will handle the next 2-3 years? I think they're really going to push because they want to have a good year this year to make PD sign and be excited about signing long term. And then they got to maximize these years with Demko and Hughes. So I think the Canucks are going to go all in over the next 3 seasons. I really do. Ratu could be good, but it's so early to tell. Do I think DPD or Lekaramaki get games at the end of next season? Yeah, if the Canucks are out of a playoff hunt, I hope not. They could. But if they're in a playoff hunt, I don't see them playing next season. Good question. Comtois and Sanheim, they're depth players. Isn't Sanheim the really expensive one? I'm more interested in Comtois, and he just kind of pushes kind of the competition a little bit. But I'm not sure if they're needle movers, to be honest with you. Which Canuck player do you miss seeing on the rink? I think Chris Tanev was really good, and I would love to have a longer run with Tyler Toffoli. Yeah, DeBrincat traded Detroit extension for 7.875. Yeah, his stats bear out that he's kind of like a $7 to $8 million player. I think it's fine. I had him in my fantasy league, but I dropped him because he was getting a little expensive for me. So, but I do like him as a player. No, Garland. There's no way Garland's 5'10". I've met him, and I'm not that tall, but I'm almost not. Maybe he's 5'8" or 5'9". Quinn and Cole, I think it'll be great. I think Cole has a lot of Luke Shen in him, and that's when Hughes when he thrived. If the Canucks fail to trade Besser, Garland, or Bravili, will we trade Hoglander, Podkolzin for a center backup goaltender? I don't think you're getting enough. Hoglander, Podkolzin haven't proven themselves, so. I wouldn't give up on either of those 2 guys yet. They're still so young. Favorite player met in person? Well, I met Horvat. Well, I've met Luongo, and Luongo's my favorite player of all time, so I guess I'll say him. Carol, I think we're going to I want us to get between 96 and 98 points, which would mean a wild card spot. Kubalik. Oh, and 2 draft picks. Thank you. Thanks for that, Jastrin. And thank you, Justin, for that conditional first. Good. With the Canucks being over the salary cap, do you think it's inevitable Myers is traded? Not necessarily. I think it would make sense, but I wouldn't call it a guarantee. Where does Petey and Hughes rank? So if we're talking about best duos, if you're talking about forward and defensemen, Colorado's got Makar and McKinnon. Tampa's got Hedman, and pick one of Kucherov or Stamkos. Edmonton doesn't have a really good number 1 D-man, so maybe they fall off a little bit. Maybe they're definitely in the top 10, so in the top third of D forward pairings. No, Trevor, I'm not concerned just yet, especially the Canucks start to win. Who's more intriguing, Lekkerimäki or Willander? I think it's Willander, given that we don't have a lot of right shot D and we do have a lot of forwards. I think we signed PD for 8 times the 11. That's just a really quick spitball. Do you think Hoglander's development was rushed? Yeah. No, his first season was really good, though. Was it rushed? No, I think there are high expectations, but I wouldn't say that they're rushed. I do not see Podkolzin or Hoglander being traded. At least not just yet. Offload Garland for a 6. It's so crazy, Gary, how guys like Toffoli and Riley Smith are going for 3rd and 4th rounders. I'll take anything at this point. 10.5 over 6. Okay, that's in line with my 11 over 8 because you pay a bit more to keep them longer. Yep, that's fair. Top 5 Canucks coaches. My favorite was Vigneault. I like Boudreau, of course. I think Tockett's pretty good. I like Pat Quinn. I did like Mark Crawford. Thanks, Albert. Appreciate it. Will Irwin be a top 6? I think he'll be battling for 6-7, Canucks fan. Thanks, Harry. Do you think the D for the Canucks are much better than last year? Oh, yeah. If Cole and Soucy can play well, I think they're much, much better. Well, I did pay to watch a Canucks home Game 7 of the finals. Back in 2011, it was only $200 because our tickets went up for every round, but it was only $200. I'd pay up to, well, it depends where the seats are, obviously. Maybe $1,000. Thank you, Justin, for those conditions. I always get confused by those. Do you think the Kraken will repeat last year's success or regress? I think they're going to regress a little bit, but not a lot. Not a lot. Okay, friends, really good. Let's do 3 more minutes of questions, and then we'll give Fangirl a call for her birthday. Which coach would you like to have for the Canucks if Rick Todd gets fired? Well, of guys that are worked, I really like Paul Maurice. But if you're talking about guys that aren't working right now, I'd have to think about coaches that aren't employed. I got to really think about that one. Maybe Vigneault, but he's retired. Gallant got fired, right? I do like Gallant. Do I think PD hits 100 points? Yes. Does the Horvat trade technically Horvat for Hronek? You can look at it that way. Well, Ratu's here too, but we gave away a little bit too. But yeah, I think Hronek's the big piece for sure. Even though they weren't traded for each other. I hear what you're saying. If Podkolzin has another off year, does he get moved seeing his... Nah. Ricky, just like Hoglander had an off year, I think you still go 1 or 2 years with Podkolzin and give him another chance while you still retain his rights. I've watched... I've been in the Saddle Dome. I've been in Ottawa's. I've been in Winnipeg's, although not for a game. I've been in Atlanta's when they had one. I've been in Vegas. I've been in Seattle. I've been in Columbus, although not for a game. And maybe a couple others. So not huge. Maybe 7 or 8. Hey, Jay. And let's do one more. I'll do it from Lucas. Highlight his donation. Thank you once again, Lucas. Could Detroit getting DeBrincat from Ottawa be an opening for the Senators to bring back Carlson from San Jose? Yeah, I think Carlson's got a no trade, right? So he's got to agree to go places. I don't see that happening. I think at Carlson's, at his juncture of his career, I'm almost certain that he's going to want to go to a contender, and I don't think Ottawa is that place. But thank you very much for the donation, Lucas. All right, last 2 for sure, because Canucks ceiling and floor. Ceiling, I think if everything goes right, they could finish like 2nd or 3rd in the Pacific. Their floor, they could just simply miss the playoffs. I don't think they're going to be as bad as San Jose and Anaheim. So if nothing works out, they could come in 6th, which I would hate in the Pacific, and miss the playoffs. All right, last one. McDeasy, he's going Mikheyev, Kuzi, Pods, Millsy, Besser, Hogs, Bluger, Bow, Pearson, Amon, Joshua. How are these lineups? Oh, wait, not bad. What I have in mind, I have the same first line, PD between Mikheyev and Kuzmenko. My second line is Miller, Besser, and Beauvillier. I think Podkolzin's too high there. Now my third line is Pearson with Garland and Bluger, and a fourth line of one of Hoglander and Podkolzin playing with Oman and Joshua. So pretty close. Same players, just a bit out of order. All right. Time to give Fangirl a call because it was her birthday yesterday, and I like to. It's like an unpublished perk. I try and call legends and Hall of Famers on their birthdays, or at least close to it, if it makes sense. I would love to do it for like everyone, including like Hall of Fame, but then we'd be basically calling someone every stream, for sure. And just before I give Fangirl a call, I will recognize Lucas's most recent donation. Thank you, Lucas. If Gallant wasn't fired by Vegas like he was, would he be Stanley Cup champion by now? You never know. I know that was a few years ago now. And it's crazy how Bruce Cassidy goes from Boston, then Boston does so awesome, although they got trounced in the first round, and Cassidy wins with Vegas. It's funny how the coaches work, for sure. All right, Fangirl, I hope you're ready. Don't worry, I won't show your number on the screen. Got to hold this up to the microphone as always, but I'm going to give you a call now. Just got to find where you give me your number. Don't worry, I won't publish it nor say it out loud. Whoops, that's the wrong message. I don't want to call her. Okay. All right, let's try this. Okay, hold on. Oops. I almost called the wrong number. Then I'd be waking someone up at 11 o'clock. Okay, here we go. Hello, Fangirl. How are you?
Good.
Good. I want to make sure that everyone can hear you. Say something again.
Hello, hello.
Oh, hold on. That was me talking to yourself. Okay. I want to say, okay. I think I can hear you now. How did you celebrate your birthday?
Just kind of stayed at home and got a few gifts and, that kind of thing.
Okay. So what kind of gifts did you get?
I got like a nice little Lego set. I never expected that, but I was like, wait, what?
Oh, Lego set.
Yeah.
Awesome. Like of what?
It was like a space shuttle thing. I'm into space stuff, so.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. No, I was gonna say something, but it will come across as disrespectful. I just hope that your space shuttle thing gets built strongly. But if it's you, I'm sure that you will. Okay. So you got some Lego stuff. What else did you get?
My sister got me a nice little fidget, which I really like.
Oh, a what?
And one of those fidget toys. I like those things.
Like a fidget spinner?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, I could tell you're gonna make fun of me, but you're too nice. So it's not a fidget spinner, is it?
No.
See, and everyone in the chat, Fangirl and I have this connection now because we met last month in Langley when she was down here with her brother watching. What, you could drive like 15 hours to watch him run for like 5 minutes, and then you drove back another 15 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That is some good dedication there. Okay, so forget about the gifts. What else did you guys do? Did you go out to eat or anything?
No, I just stayed home and ate.
Okay, what'd you eat?
I made a sandwich, something basic.
Oh wow, you're very, in a good way. You're pretty simple, pretty humble. Like you don't like waste a lot of money. You don't go too fancy schmancy. You just take care of business at home. That didn't sound right, but you know what's important.
Yep, I do.
Okay, so what's your wish for this upcoming year? And it can't be Canucks related.
Ooh, that's a tough question.
I'm all about asking the tough questions, Fangirl.
Yeah, it's just maybe to stay healthy. I don't want to get a cold or anything.
Yep. Health is good. Any other wishes?
Mm-hmm. Honestly, stay away from the COVID.
Yeah, stay away from the COVID. Yeah, you know what's bad when you put the in front of it. So instead of staying away from COVID, you're staying away from the COVID. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a couple more questions, and you can, I know you always respond. You're like one of the first ones to respond to all my vlogs, so thank you. I know you always have opinions. What is your take on this Ian Cole, Luc Bourdon 28-82? What's your take on it?
Mine first, I'm like, oh, people are going to freak out. I heard about Luc when I was a little bit older. and I saw how the impact it was. And, well, honestly, I was like, oh, I thought that number was semi-retired.
Yep.
But I guess it wasn't. And I found within an hour, I was like, that's okay. He's going to wear 28. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hear all these people freaking out. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Not fun.
So you don't have to agree with me. Do you agree with my take about Ian Cole's blameless? Some fans are not blameless, and the Canucks got to wear some of this?
I agree with you.
Yeah, okay. You don't have to, just because you're on my channel.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. What do you think of the Hoglander contract when you heard 1.1 million for the next 2 years?
It's a good deal.
Yeah. Why?
A good deal. It's less term for, a player that hasn't proved himself yet, like NHL-wise. So.
Yep. Okay. So you're okay with the 2 years, 1.1. It's not too onerous on the team. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, it's not overpaying him.
Okay.
It's paying him what he deserves.
Yeah, you're smart. By the way, a lot of people complimenting, saying you sound sweet, that you sound down to earth.
Aww.
Some people are teaching me what a fidget. I know you guys what a fidget thing is, but thank you, Shannon. Shannon said fidget toys are the things that help people with autism. Awesome. Thank you, Shannon. So everyone loves you in the chat. I love you too, and I appreciate your support. And it's nothing to do with membership, just being around, but the fact that you've been, a member for like over 2 years now, right from the start.
Yep.
I'm very grateful.
No problem.
So what are you doing for the rest of the week? Just make some more sandwiches?
No, I don't know, go with the flow. I have a no plan for the week.
The no plan. Some would say that's what Jim Benning was ascribing to for the past 7 years.
Except different.
Oh, a different no plan.
Well, I'm not making decisions on hockey teams.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you're not running a hockey team. Neither am I. Although, I don't know if you saw, I posted that picture of me in my suit, and people were thinking that I could maybe buy the team or something, but I don't have enough money. Do you?
I saw that one, but I don't know if I do.
Yeah. Between you and me, we might have like $10, right?
Who knows?
Okay, maybe 15. Well, fangirl, you know how much I appreciate you, and you know how much the community loves you, and you can see all those comments. Like as soon as we hang up, you can scroll back and read all the comments. But I wish you a wonderful year ahead, and I'll never forget your birthday. You'll never forget our anniversary because they're on the same day.
True.
Okay, last thing, and I know you're kind of secretive, so I'm not going to give you out your name. I'm not going to give, although I almost slipped. I'm not going to give out where you live. Are you willing to say relatively how old you are? Now, hold on. You don't have to give your age. But if I said that Gil and I, our marriage is 23 years old, just tell the people, are you way older than that? A little bit older, a little bit younger, or way younger?
Oh, I'm a little bit older than that.
You're a little bit older than that. Okay. Well, that's good enough for me. Fangirl, you're the best. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Happy birthday. And did you feel comfortable, or was this nerve-wracking?
It's uncomfortable.
You're uncomfortable? Well, you can't tell.
Uncomfortable. It's okay.
Oh, wait, you are comfortable or you're uncomfortable?
Yeah, I am comfortable.
Oh, you are? Okay. So it's my hearing that is uncomfortable then. I need some help.
It's okay, it happens.
Maybe I have too many fidgets in my ear.
Who knows?
All right, fangirl, happy birthday, and stick around for the games, okay?
Thank you. Hey, bye.
Okay, talk soon. Bye. Oh, that was fun. And as I mentioned to you on the stream a couple weeks ago, that I got to meet Fangirl and her mother. They're down here in Langley, which is awesome. So once again, Fangirl, happy birthday. I saw one donation come in during that call. Lucas says, Fangirl, happy birthdays. Thank you for those awesome Twitter DMs we have. May this next year be a dang good one. All right. Very good. Maybe the summer is a time to bring back some of these phone calls because they're harmless for the most part. But yes, Jason, I think Jason is referring to, many of you were on this. Was it Zach? Who was it? Remember that kid who I had him on the phone because he won some sort of contest, or maybe he didn't even win a prize. Maybe the prize was a phone call from me. And do you guys remember? I was talking to him and then he just stopped responding. He didn't even say bye, or I could just picture him like with the cell phone light on underneath the cover, but he ghosted me completely. So I was talking to no one, and then I didn't see him on my streams for a couple weeks or a couple months, and then he just happened to reach out to me and said, "I'm going to be at the game. Can we meet?" So I got to meet him, and then I got to meet his mother, and I just said to the mother, "Just so were you aware that he was on the stream?" And she said, "Yeah." So it wasn't like that they got super mad at me, but it was just really, really funny, and I always some of those things, funny things always happen, stuff like that to me. Yeah, Zach was funny, and Thaddeus was the one who supposedly, I can't even remember what word it is, but he basically cheated on Wordle, which I do not recommend. So speaking of which, let's get to our games right now. If you're new here, we do this on every Sunday night for the last 15-20 minutes of the last 15-20 minutes of the stream, and the only rule is don't be a jerk and don't give things away. Like, don't cheat. If you've already played today, then do not answer. You can just be quiet and cheer on everyone else. All right? All right. Yes, Jason. This is, you guys, this is what I talked about the whole 11 versus 10 o'clock. I am the only late night show in town for sports talk, and that's kind of why I chose that 11 o'clock during the season, because I wanted to fill that void of Sports Page and Sportsnet and all that kind of stuff. So during the summer, I do like the 10 o'clock, the earlier. It just makes intuitive sense when not a lot's going on. But then come fall, back to 11, so I can still bowl, do my church stuff, work out, go to games, whatever it may be, and still have a show every single night of the week, well, except for Friday and Saturday. Friends, let's see. The first one I saw was Shifley. And yes, Lucas, people know the rules. They should know the rules. Basically, don't cheat. Don't give it away. Shifley. Wow. Great guess, because we got that was an amazing guess, because we know it's a Winnipeg Jet, so this is huge. Canadian, so an old guy from Winnipeg, right-handed, and he's not a center. So who's a 30-year-old Canadian on the Winnipeg Jets? What a great, great guess. What a great guess. I saw Schmidt, but is Schmidt Canadian or American? And isn't Wheeler doesn't play for them anymore, right? Yeah, so it can't be Wheeler either. And it's Blake Wheeler, not Black Wheeler, Justin. Let's go DeMello. I like that guess from Justin. Boom! Shakalaka! Look at that. You guys, that is what I call efficiency. Yes, Justin got it. Alan got it. Lucas got it. Trevor got it. Everyone got it. That Shifley guess was beautiful. And then it led to Dylan DeMello, which many of you get. Very good. I'm not sure if all our games are going to be that efficient, but that got a boom shakalaka out of me. So now we go to Gordle. So I'm going to make sure that I don't take the first suggestion from the same person twice. So I think Shifley was... Who was Shifley? It was from Jaskrin. So someone else give me a 6. No, you know what? I'm actually going to start with DeMello. Why not? That's kind of like my new thing, is I'm going to start with DeMello, because that was, it just happens to pick, by the way, it just happens to fit, I should say. By the way, Lucas gives a small donation. That came out the wrong way. Lucas gives another donation, because I'm so grateful. And I think he gives me the toonie for, yes, the boom shakalaka, or I should have said booyah. Thank you, Lucas, for the donation. As always, very generous, very grateful for you. I'm going to type in DeMello, because the reason why I don't mind it is it uses two vowels, the E and the O, and then the M and the L are common letters, and then I'll turn it over to you. So not bad. I got 3 of the 6 letters. None of them are in the right place, but at least we got M, E, and L. And I don't mind cheating. Like, if we were to play this properly, my next answer would have to follow the rules and use an M, E, and an L. But I would love to put in another name to get some more letters. And I'm going to do Bieksa because Bieksa gets out 2 more vowels in the I and the A, and then also gets me an S. And then we'll go from there. See, I'm pretty smart. You guys are smart because now look at this. You guys, we found 5 of the 6 letters. We know there's an E, an M, an L, an I, and an A. So it's something like those. I'm not saying this is what it is, but it's got those letters in it. Because we know there's an E, an M, an L, an I, and an A. So we have 5 of the 6 letters, you guys. We're pretty smart. We're pretty smart. So line A? No, not line A. It's got an M in it. So now let's see how smart we are, you guys. I'm just typing the letters that it could be. Oh, I know. I'm going to guess this. Patrick Lalime. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ex-goaltender for Pittsburgh and Ottawa. Yes. I actually contribute. You guys, I contribute once every month. So if there's if there's a chance for me to actually contribute, I will. Don't concuss myself. Yeah, a couple of those I were very close. Thank you. Now I will turn it over to you. Let's go to Wordle. Oh no, it's not .com, right? What am I doing? It's Word. Thank you. Go get a drink to celebrate. Lucas, I just got my water. I was trying to show you guys, but I almost poured it all over my. Okay, so let's go. I need a 5-letter word, not from Jaskrin because he already gave me one. All right, Fangirl, it's your birthday, so we'll go with space. You guys know my theory. I like to use words that have more vowels in it, but nothing wrong with space. Yeah, the only thing wrong with space is it got us 1 out of the 5, but that's okay. So I'll take the next word that has got an E in it, but none of these other letters. Pacer. No, Gary, I can't use the P, A, or the C anymore. Spine. Can't use spine. Remember, I can't use S, P, A, or C. Cloud. No, can't use cloud. You guys, I need a word with an E in it that doesn't have any of these letters. Horse, can't use. Token, I can use. Oh, actually, no, I can't use empty. We'll go token. I like that, Taylor. Hey, great guess, Taylor. Great guess. So now I'm looking for a word that's got an E in the 4th position, right here, and then also a T and an N somewhere. So at least we're getting closer. So I'll take the next word that's got an E, a T, and an N in it, and that has an E in the 4th position. Oh, that works. Token does work. No, not token. I just did that. Clay, wake up. Enter does work. What the heck? Jaskrin's so smart. Maybe I should stream on Wednesday just for his birthday. Wow. Nicely done, Jaskrin. Very, very good. Very, very good. So we got enter. And now we move to our final game. Wordle. Okay, what is this? It looks like well, actually, it looks like a treat that I give Mickey every time he goes pee on the pee pad. That's what it looks like. But what country is this? No cheating. No looking up on anything. So we got a Paraguay. Remember, I only do it once I see 2 votes for a country. Okay, we got a bunch of countries I don't even know. We got Paraguay, Lesotho, Bhutan, Namibia, Paraguay. All right, we have 2 for Paraguay, so that's what I'm typing in. Paraguay. Nowhere close. We are still 12,000 kilometers away, and we have to move east in the world. So, what else we got? Luxembourg, I said Namibia, Namibia. I can't believe I said Namibia. Where's Namibia? Namibia. No, don't apologize. All good. This is fun. What's a Bhutan and what's a Lesotho? So yes, I agree. We're going to Wuhan's good, right, at this. So I see a Zambia and a Namibia. So yes, I agree. It's Africa. What's Pakduko? Justin, I'm going to save that for another night. But yeah, text me later and tell me, or you can even type it in right now. Tell me what it's about. I won't play it tonight because I got to get some stuff done, but I'm certainly happy to try it another time. Morocco, Zambia, Namibia. Yeah, no problem, Ricky. It sounds like a very African name, but I need a seconder. Hawaii, Cambodia. Okay, friends. I need some more guesses because everyone's like doing one-offs, but Yemen. We have 2 for Zambia? Who are the 2 for Zambia? Fangirl. Oh, and Ryan. I'm sorry. All right. Then it is Zambia it is. Oh, not bad. So we are definitely in the right continent, Africa. We are now only 4,000 kilometers away, but we got to move northeast still of Zambia. Now we have some Yemens. Yemen. Kaboom! Good job, you guys. All right, let's move with Yemen. Only 2 border countries of Yemen. What are they? 2 border countries of Yemen. Oh, that's cool, Justin. That's cool. Justin, how long does it take? Because maybe I'll introduce it on my next stream. Maybe even on Wednesday. We got Saudi Arabia. We got Oman. Is that Nils Oman? You got the United Arab Emirates. We got another Saudi. And we got, okay. So we have 3. We're going to guess all 3, and we'll get 2 of them, I'm sure. Saudi. Boom. Oman. Oh, yeah. Very good. You guys are smart. Okay, what's the capital of Yemen? Don't cheat. What is the capital of Yemen? And if you're not, if you're hearing my voice, well, you're probably even too late. You're all hearing my voice. It just depends when. It kind of defeats the purpose. But make sure you press refresh so we're all, you're not lagging behind. Okay, so Ricky says Sana. Okay, how do you guys know all this stuff? All right, let's keep on going. Wow. All right, guess the flag. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are on the top. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So type it in. Use the chat for this one because I can't put a poll. Type in which flag you think it is. 1 through 4 is on the top. And 5 through 8 is on the bottom. What do we got? I'll give you 5 more seconds. And then I'm just going to do the eye test. What do we have? I'm seeing a lot of 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. So 8. Oh, yes. Okay. Now, I set this up. Look how fast I am. Boom. Go into the chat and use the poll function. What is the population? Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? Or is it D? Make sure that you vote. Thank you, Justin. Okay, I'm gonna try it once, I obviously trust your opinion, Justin, but I will try it once before I actually play it live on here. But I appreciate that suggestion. What's it called? Puckido or something? It feels like I just swore. I'll message you later. All right, make sure you vote. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, this poll is close. This is going to be tricky. Puckduko. Oh, it's like Sudoku. Puckdoku. Wow, this is close. 40% saying C. Yes, we got it. Very good. And finally, the very, very last one. Okay, Trevor P. We have an accident, so hopefully you can hear me. Lucas accidentally deleted, timed you out. But I obviously I believe Lucas that it was an accident. So hopefully, Trevor, you can start typing again in the next couple of minutes. Yeah, Tyler, that means you gotta do your own membership. Last one, and again, please use the poll function in the chat. What is the currency of Yemen? So I just put it in the poll. Please vote. Oh yeah, thank you. I had my YouTube stats up there for the longest time, which is fine. There's nothing there that you couldn't see. Why did I click back to that one? What was I looking for? Oh yeah, I was looking for a message. Thanks for that. Don't worry, there's nothing bad in there. At least I hope. What is the currency used in Yemen? Karuna, Gord. Hey, Yani Gord. Rial or Dram. Which one is it? No worries, Lucas. Totally mistake. We know you wouldn't do anything like that on purpose. We're all good. 5 more seconds. We're going to go quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. What do we got? 60% of you are saying that it's C. So good. Yemen, officially the Republic of Yemen, is a country in West Asia. It is situated on the southern end of the Arabian Peninsula and borders Saudi Arabia to the north and Oman to the northeast, and shares maritime borders with Eritrea, Djibouti, my favorite, and Somalia. Yemen is the second largest Arab sovereign state in the Arabian Peninsula, occupying 555,000 square kilometers with a coastline stretching about 2,000 kilometers. Its constitutionally stated capital and largest city is Sana'a or Sanaa or Sanaa. As of 2023, Yemen has an estimated population of 34.2 million. Very good. Would I travel to Yemen? It's not on my my bucket list, to be honest with you. Friends, you guys are awesome. I'm going to get going. Got to take care of a couple things before I get ready for another full week of work. Fangirl, happy birthday once again. Thank you to everyone else for your greetings for our anniversary. Donation, Lucas, thank you for so many donations. Very generous of you. Thank you. Carol, thank you for your donations as well. Bern, your donation as well. And I know a couple of you, they don't show up on my chat anymore. A couple of you gifted memberships, which was very, very generous of you as well. So yes, what I'm going to do is we have Canucks After Dark on Monday. And then this week I will stream on Wednesday night at 10 p.m. So it'll be a lighter schedule today, this week, because I have to finish my course a week early because we're going to Peru. So my next 2 weeks are going to be relatively busy at night because I gotta get studying. But I will do one more stream this week, and that will be on Wednesday night. So Monday, Canucks After Dark at 10. Then Wednesday, in honor of Jaskrin, we will have our stream on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Sound good? Sound great. So thanks everyone again for your generosity, to anyone who subscribed, to those of you that liked the video, to anyone who left donations, became members, upgrade membership or gifted memberships, and who did the gifting. Appreciate you. And thanks to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Performance Transform, Personal Training, Weight Loss. And thanks most importantly to all of you for always watching. Always appreciate you. Never take you for granted. A legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame and franchise members. Thanks as well. Don't forget I did my members Ask Me Anything. Make sure you check that out. And everyone else for being here and hanging out for the evening. So Monday, Canucks After Dark. Wednesday, my own show at 10 p.m. Both of them at 10 p.m. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Okay, friends, I'm glad to see that Trevor was so understanding. And of course, it was a accident by Lucas, and he owned it, and all good. Yeah, Ricky, and to end off, Ricky said I should narrate for National Geographic. Yeah, what I'll have to do is I'll probably have to work on some of my pronunciations for sure, but I do like I kind of like those summaries because then it kind of recaps everything that we just did. I guess that's the definition of a summary. By the way, Fangirl, thanks for being such a good sport. Let me phone you. And yeah, I hope everyone has a great start to their week. So as always, on the way out, like the video, subscribe, leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership. And once again, thanks for being here. Have a great start to your week. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. And, I always try and help Gail out around the house, even when it comes to cooking. But she kind of gave me some constructive feedback today. Gail said to me that the salads that I make, they tend to be a bit on the dry or the bland side. It's definitely something that needs addressing. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.